Hey friends, head over to your local Dollar Tree and grab these supplies because in today's episode, we're creating 5 spring and Easter wreaths. I hope you enjoy. For our first project, we're using a 9.8-inch foam wreath form as well as one microfiber cloth. Both of these are from Dollar Tree. I'm going to measure about 6 inches over and cut that down, and then I'll measure another 6 inches and cut that down. So you'll have 2 6-inch strips of the microfiber cloth. We're going to be wrapping our styrofoam wreath form with the microfiber cloth and attaching it using some hot glue. The key thing is to make sure you hold it in place until that hot glue sets up so that you'll be able to pull the backside as tight as possible, and the seam will then be on the backside of the wreath form. Just continue to do that until you have used up this entire piece of microfiber cloth. So that's going to be enough to cover up half of the wreath form. For the second piece of microfiber cloth, if you have a seam at the end, I do recommend cutting those seams off. It's just going to help it lay better when you add the second piece. I will be attaching that the exact same way, overlapping it slightly with the first piece of microfiber cloth. I'm going to leave about this much space before I finish wrapping it because I want to attach these really cute rabbit ear headband from Dollar Tree. So once I remove all of the tags from it, I am going to place this on top of the styrofoam wreath form and attach it using a zip tie on each side. I did make sure to flip it over so that my ears are facing the front and the seam is on the back side where I glued the cloth on. And I'm also making sure to put the back of the zip tie on the back of the wreath form. Then I can cut the excess zip tie off and continue gluing and wrapping until I get to the middle part of the ears. Then I'll cut a piece right in between the 2 ears so that I can wrap that around the front and to the back, glue that down, do the same thing on the other side of the other ear. And if you recreate this project, I do recommend that you would probably want to put the headband on first, because once I got to the end, I could not glue that piece of headband down under the first microfiber cloth because I'd already glued that on there. So I did have to cut mine off on one side, and I continued wrapping it, and it should look something like this once you have completely wrapped it with the microfiber cloth. And don't worry about these seams. We're going to cover those up using some ribbon from Dollar Tree. I am going to start at one of the seams at the top and go ahead and hot glue that down on the back. Then I'm going to wrap it at like a angle until I get to the very bottom, and then I will wrap it going back in the opposite direction and glue that down in the center, in the middle. So it's going to look like this. You only have to put glue at the beginning and right there in the middle, and then at the end when you're finished. So I just wrapped it going at one angle going one way and at a different angle going back up on the other side. I found this beautiful Easter sign at Dollar General for $1, and I want to attach that so that the bottom rests at the front bottom of the wreath form. And I'm going to attach that on the back side using some hot glue. Then I took some of that same ribbon and some twine, and I'm going to create some loops on each side. So I ended up creating 4 loops on each side, and then I could take that piece of twine, tie it in the middle, pull it as tight as I can, and then double knot that in the back. And then I'm going to take a little piece of that same colored ribbon to wrap around the center, and that's going to cover up the twine. I created 2 tails to attach to the top of the wreath form and added the bow right on top. For this project, I'm using an 8-inch wired wreath form from Dollar Tree. You can get these in a pack of 2. And I'm using some 2.5-inch burlap ribbon, but you could use the ribbon from Dollar Tree. It's just a little bit smaller. I'm going to wrap this entire wreath form with the burlap ribbon, starting off by hot gluing it to itself on the back side and then wrapping it and overlapping it about halfway as I pull it through. You'll only need to add the glue at the beginning and the end of wrapping this wreath form. You just want to make sure that you keep that ribbon as tight as possible. Now my back side of the wreath form is going to become the front side of my wreath form. So the part that kind of dips down will actually be the front of this wreath. So once I have that last piece of ribbon glued in, I'm going to push that down so it kind of creates that indentation in the front. I'm using some white delphinium artificial florals from Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut all of these flowers off, and for the most part I'm just going to be sticking the stem underneath where the ribbon overlapped and add a little bit of hot glue to hold that in place. Now some of them, because I don't want them all in the center there, I will glue directly to the burlap. Then I found these gorgeous pastel styrofoam eggs at Dollar General for $1 per bag, and they have a large, medium, and a small. They're absolutely beautiful colors. I'm using the medium size for this wreath, and I'm going to hot glue this to the ribbon on the wreath form. Just sporadically, I'm going to have some on the inside, some on the outside, and once I have that looking the way I want it to, I will glue in a few more flowers to kind of fill any blank spots. And then I decided to add in some of Dollar Tree's Baby's Breath, hot gluing a few of those stems underneath the flowers so that they'll kind of stick out. To create a hanger for this, I'm going to take a piece of twine, fold that in half, and then I'll double knot the end of that, and then I can attach this to the back of my wreath form using some hot glue. And I tried to keep that as low as possible so I wouldn't see a lot of that twine hanger. For this spring wreath, I'm using some lamb's ear from Walmart. They come 2 in a bundle, some spike bush from Dollar Tree, as well as some pink baby's breath from Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut the spike bush and the baby's breath, each of those stems off individually, and then push the leaves up to the top of the flowers. The lamb's ear, I will use one individual bundle for each. So you will need some white or green pipe cleaners. I'm going to cut mine in half, but that's not necessary. You can use a whole one. We're going to start off with one of the lamb's ear, add a spike bush, and one of the baby's breath. Where the 3 meet at the bottom, take your pipe cleaner and twist that around really tightly, but leave some of the length at the bottom. And we're going to create 6 bundles. So you'll need 3 of the lamb's ear from Walmart, and then you'll have enough off of 1 bundle of the spike bush and the baby's breath. Then I'm going to cut about 2 inches below the pipe cleaner on all 6 of those bundles, and I'm using a 10-inch beaded wreath form from Dollar Tree, but you can use any wreath form you want. I'm going to take 1 bundle and kind of bend that around to form the shape of the wreath. Take the pipe cleaner and feed that between 2 of those beads and twist it really tightly in the back. I'll take my next bundle, again bend it to form the shape of the wreath, and attach that using the pipe cleaner. Now if you wanted to use longer pipe cleaners, because once you get this attached, the top part will be a little floppy, so you'll need to attach that to the wreath form as well. See here, once I get that tightened on there, that will kind of flop up and down. So if you want to leave your pipe cleaners a little bit longer, you can do so and then attach that top piece to the bottom of the first piece. But I like using the smaller pieces because then I can place the pipe cleaner on whichever branch that I want to. I'm not having to place it exactly where the other pipe cleaner was. I'm going to continue to add these bundles until I have all 6 of them on there and the wreath is fully covered. Then I can go around and twist all of my leaves and my florals and make it look nice and full. And this is how it looks on the back, and this is how it looks on the front. And I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I love these colors, but I would love to know what you guys think. For this project, I'm using one 8-inch wired wreath form and flipping it over to the bottom side. You'll want to put this on some sort of paper because we're using this green Spanish moss and it will make a mess. I'm going to pull out enough and separate it so that I'll be able to fill in the wreath form. I'm going to push that down inside of the wreath form. Again, I'm using the back side of the wreath form is going to be the front of mine. To hold the Spanish moss in place, I'm going to be using some hot glue on the wire part of the wreath form. But if you wanted to, you could glue some ribbon to the back side. But I find that just gluing it directly to the wires really does stay in place. And I'm using Gorilla Hot Glue. Once I have all of that attached to the wreath form, I am going to take my scissors and trim that up on the outside edges as well as on the inside just to give it a cleaner look. I'll be using some of those beautiful pastel eggs from Dollar General. I'm using the larger ones and I'm going to alternate the color pattern as I go around. Once I have all of those in place, I'm going to take some of the medium sized in the same color eggs from Dollar General and place those in between the larger eggs. Again, alternating the color pattern, and I love how this turned out. It's so beautiful and it has such a pop of color. For this project, I'm using 2 bundles of pink wildflowers from Dollar Tree, some leftover white flowers that I already had in my craft room. I'm not quite sure where they came from. I'll be using these beautiful pink and white flowers from Dollar General, as well as some white roses from Walmart. I'm going to cut my stems off of the bundles just so that I'll be able to stagger these at different heights. And I'm using a grapevine wreath. If you have a roses department store in your town, you could find one of these very large grapevine wreaths for $5.99. I'm going to start by placing the white flowers at the top on each side, and once I like where they're placed at, I'm going to hot glue those into place. I'm going to do the same thing with the pink flowers, staggering them in different areas on each side, and once I like the placement, I will go back and add some hot glue to make sure that not only the stems stay in the grapevine wreath, but also that they don't flop around. I want to place something really cute in the middle, and that is this beautiful bunny from Dollar Tree. To attach that, I'm going to use some floral wire, and because my floral wire is pretty thin, I'm going to take a long strand of this, fold it in half, twist it together so that it will be a bit more sturdy. Because I want it to sit a little sideways, I am going to place the floral wire at an angle. I'm going to attach that using some hot glue, and the bottom of his feet are styrofoam, so I was able to take a couple of ordinary staples and push that over top of the wire into the feet. And then I also decided to take some ribbon just to make sure that the wire does not come out from under the staples. I'm going to hot glue that over top of the staple and the wire. Once that sets up, I'm going to take my wires and then feed that through the bottom part of the wreath all the way around. I'm going to twist that very tightly, and to make sure that it doesn't wiggle or move around, I'm going to feed one side through some of the grapevine wreath and the other side the same way, and then I will take that piece, tie it together because it's pretty thin, and twist it very tightly. I can cut that excess wire off and make sure to tuck that piece down into the wreath so it doesn't scratch anything. Then I'm going to take some of those beautiful white roses and attach those to the bottom underneath the bunny, as well as some of those pink and white flowers. I'm going to attach that using some hot glue. And then to make a hanger for this, I'm just going to use some burlap ribbon, wrap that around the top, and hot glue one end to the other end. Of course, you could add a bow if you like, but I like just the simplicity of this burlap ribbon. I hope you enjoyed today's projects, and if you have a favorite, let me know in the comment section down below because I always love to know which one is your favorite. If you haven't subscribed already, I would love for you to click that subscribe button right below the video. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. Please take care, and I'll see you guys next time.